Good morning, artists. We're going to go through the PowerPoint together today and do steps 1 and 2. So you just need your sketchbook and a nice, calm, relaxing place to be. Think about maybe having a candle or some nice lighting just to help you meditate on your subject matter today. Okay, let's get started with the PowerPoint. So you want to grab your sketchbook and something to write with, maybe one of your new favorite pens. We're going to work on number 1 and 2 today, and then we'll jump to 3 and 4 on Monday. So in your sketchbook, we're going to follow this brainstorming activity. For your favorites, I would first write down a heading for each one in my sketchbook, allowing yourself the freedom of space to write down or even maybe sketch out some of these things that are coming to mind. For each one, I would spend at least a minute to 2 minutes meditating. And that's a lot of minutes right there. That's why we're just doing the first 2 steps. Set some music and really think about each one as inspiration. We're going to use this list again when we do our final project for the class. So it won't be for just this project. We'll be using it multiple times. When you write down things like your favorite place, person, maybe even animal, it's okay to write down people or places that you haven't been to, but maybe you're really inspired by and you feel very passionate about them. Once you're done with your list, take a moment to step away. Maybe go and do something, build a snowman outside. And then come back and choose by circling your favorite one or the one that you feel most passionate about. Now, I know they're all your favorites, so you might need to choose more than one. You can choose up to 4. Once you circle, go ahead and post that in our slide stack for this week. The next thing that you're going to do is to find images matching your favorites. You can find one or more images that describe your favorites, whether that be the main subject matter or even the background subject matter. You're going to post all those images to the slideshow for this week. If you need extra slides, go ahead and add them. I'll be looking over them to ensure that one of them is going to help you be successful. The following slides are pure inspiration for starting to think about how are you going to execute this? What mark are you going to choose? Now, sometimes inspiration comes just from you and it's almost blocks you to see other people's work. You can just stop here. But if you like to see what others have done when they're in your place, we'll go through these kind of quickly for the video, and then you can come back and look through them on your own. So here's some hatching inspiration. The scale is going to be very correct in these because we did trace the contours before we started. So like this one of the Breaking Bad character, the scale is so exact, but he also did an amazing job with keeping the values and this is all ballpoint pen and really using it to shade and a light touch on his mark. And the elephant is more scumbling and hatching, so sometimes you see a combination of marks, like this one with the hatching and the wash. Stippling. People love stippling because it can make such an exact and wonderful rendition of whatever subject matter you're working on. This is from Molly Eunice last trimester and Ashley Heifeld. They did a great job. Both of them used micron pens for these. The giraffes, I think, were used with the Sharpie, and Drake was also used with the Sharpie. So you're able to really get a lot of detail and a lot of shading with just a simple dot. Washes. Washes are more for you painters out there, and they work great in combination with other things, but some students choose to just wash. You want to make sure that your paper can handle full-on washes before you get started with just a wash. Words. So a lot of people choose like their favorite musicians or their favorite songs and write those words in each of their artists, or even maybe just in the backgrounds, maybe their favorite movie and quotes from the movie. Maybe you want to do a combination or use your own marks that you did. So this is her own signature mark to show that fuzziness of her dog, and then washes in the background. And we're starting to see the addition of color. That's great. And then here we've got stippling and that strong hatching, that strong graphic hatching, text. So a little bit of everything. And then with this realistic golden retriever, this was done by Kayla Mayer last trimester. She's hatching for the fur and stippling for everything else. Just amazing. So with the rock star over here, we've got stippling on the face and hatching for the hair and the clothes. And then for this basketball practice moment, a little bit of everything on that. And there's our school gym. Here they use color, so hatching, and then just some strong stippling and some strong lines, some strong contouring. Maybe you want to combine a couple photos together. This one by Madison Harris combined several different places that they wanted to go or have been, and then did that on top of a map. So you can use other different types of papers to design on if you want. This next one, she used coffee to stain the paper as her wash. So you could try that, different types of things that are going to make a pigment on the paper for your washes. This one used a variety of hatching and text and a lot of different subject matter all combined together in one. So the possibilities are really endless. So for right now, all you're doing is just your brainstorm list and finding images. We'll move on after you've had some time to think about it next week. Have a great day and a great weekend. Happy Friday.